Up is a former San Francisco mayoral candidate, as well as Hair Gel Monthly's 2017 Man of the Year. Our next guest has been a staple of conservative politics for more than a decade, and an early member of the Donald Trump White House. Please welcome White House Ethics Advisor Spencer Blackhart.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so touched to be back with my base of evangelical Christians. Now, for those who do not know me, my name is Spencer Blackhart, and I am the White House Chief Ethics Officer. Now, what does that mean? It means I am simply in charge of making sure that the conduct of this White House is in charge of the ethical standards laid down by Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Now, another way of thinking of it, you know how when people say that you're all safe because there are adults in the room? I am one of those adults. I'm just going to write down, reassure you, and check it off of my to-do list. Thank you very much. Now, I am enormously proud of the work that we have been doing in this department because we have achieved more deregulation of general ethics than any administration in living memory, merging the long-standing Republican priority of deregulation and the long-standing Trumpian priority of doing whatever the hell you want without consequence into a perfect synergy to define modern conservatism. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. It's been kind of a hard week. There's been the Bob Woodward book came out, which alleged that our administration had an administrative coup d'etat, which is ridiculous, as if we'd ever allow a French phrase in the building. And then there was a New York Times article saying that the president was immoral and mentally unhinged and mentally unstable. And I mean, how many camels does the man have to properly identify before people stop with this nonsense? But I digress. Now, the thing that really burns me about all of the criticism of Trump is how it's always based on these misconceptions. Like the enduring misconception that Trump is somehow anti-Mexican. You know what? Let's just deal with it, okay? Let's just take this right on, okay? Yes. He did at one point say that Mexicans were criminals and rapists. A few times. But you have to take these things in the proper context. You need to take in the context this was said by a Republican president. And Republicans don't consider sexual assault to be that much of a thing. So that's not a big deal, all right? And as far as criminality, I think our staffing shows definitively that we're very open-minded about such things. He was really just saying they would make amazing cabinet secretaries or Supreme Court justices. I'm gonna mark down damage control off of my to-do list. But of course, the fake news never gives you the context. They simply go around and tell you that little non-sequiturs about, children being ripped from their mothers and forced into cages, which is an authentically American experience that we're giving them because there's nothing more American in incarceration. It's as American as mom and apple pie, or at least as American as evicting your mom and not sharing your apple pie, which is pretty fucking American, am I right? But no, they get all caught up on the children being ripped from their mothers and involuntarily medicated, but they don't give you the context. These are tiny children oftentimes. Do you remember anything before age 5? Pre-age 5 doesn't count. By the time they're developing any real memories, they'll be long out of these cages and into entirely different ones, having been convicted of a low-level drug offense by a conservative jurist with a lifetime appointment. The way it's supposed to work. But of course, the fake news just never covers that. And liberals whine about abuse from the facilities and about increased anger and aggression from children due to trauma, which is just being hysterical because I was kept in a cabinet from age 1 to 4, and I think we can all get turned out just fine. As a result of these perfectly sane and ethical and humane policies, I am regularly being told that it's hypocritical for evangelicals like me to support an administration like this. And I posit to you this is the most Christian administration we've ever had. I mean, can you think of anything more Christian than embracing every contradiction around you than burning a non-believer who asks you too many questions? This is evangelicalism at its finest. And if it's evangelical, then it must be ethical, so my job is done. It's important. We need this man to protect us from the dangers out there, people. I don't know why people can't see this. The dangers that make us self-reflect and analyze and look at our own actions, because we can't do that because it turns out we're responsible, then that's something we have to face, and that's not okay. And then, that's why atheism is the biggest threat facing our nation today. And the American people know it. They always are more comfortable voting for somebody of a different faith than of no faith because it's dangerous, and you must understand this. Because I only do good things because I'm expecting an eternal reward. And if somebody else does a good thing without an eternal reward, I might need to examine the idea I might actually be a terrible person. I might need to examine my base assumption, the assumption off of which I based all my other assumptions, and then I have to... Is it hot in here? It feels very hot in here. And then I have to think that maybe it's unethical to profit off of the poor, and maybe that's what Jesus was actually talking about, and maybe I'd better hope that he's not actually real, because if he is real, the things I've been preaching are true, then that means that I'm certainly coming on the wrong side of the ethical equation. And if that's true, and I'm coming on the wrong side of the ethical equation, then I need to think about maybe all the contradictions I've been picking from the Bible and picking and choosing. Maybe I need to take them in their entirety or not at all, and I'm not mentally or emotionally prepared for either of those things because I've been planted by Trump side by side, and I absolutely want to fuck my neighbor's wife. And in fact, I did, and I think it should be okay because I was a confession, and I admitted it, and that's supposed to clear me, but I kind of did it by rote, and maybe that's not okay because if I was really sorry, I probably wouldn't have done it again, which I did again and again and again. And maybe in fact, confession is actually something of an outdated concept that was actually originated when people were making money off of the church, which seems, first of all, really likely and also really against the spirit of the whole thing. And now, if I lose that, though, then I'm all by myself, and I have to accept the fact that maybe I'm responsible for my own actions, and I need to find morality on my own based on evidence and not assumption. I think this has gone very well. I want to thank you for having this conversation with me. I'm just going to mark down inspired you all on my to-do list. And then I'm going to play you a little song to help you with your own ethical search. I'm a good Christian and I know it's true. Most importantly, I know that I'm holier than you. Not a competition, but I gotta say, if it was, I would win. Not a church that really speaks to me because they're well dressed and they look at me approvingly. Can't wait to learn what I believe today. I'll learn that God loves all but America more because it's got freedom except for the poor. I deserve a promotion. I am heaven sent. I'm a good Christian, which is convenient. So I'm really down with capitalism because my church has told me it's the most important ism. Feel like Jesus might have said something, but I don't want to check. That doesn't mean life is without challenges. Our new leader, his morality needs bandages. That's okay, I'm ready to learn new things. I'll learn that immigrants are evil, they're dangerous, and they'll beat you up and make you less of a man. Also, they're lazy, but good at job hunting. That sounds kind of made up. It's probably nothing. So it now seems I'm not down with infidelity. That's okay because maybe it means more sex for me. And hell, self-interest is now the holy way, which is kind of awesome. Some of my friends think that I'm a hypocrite. That's okay, they're just jealous I'm the favorite. How are you, God, to whom I'm gonna pray? And he'll say that God, he loves all but white people more. Women are servants who are dressed like a whore. This is not hateful, so don't please do not offend. I'm a good Christian, which is convenient. Have a funny feeling maybe I've been fooled, and if that's true, then for my actions I'm responsible. I don't think I can handle that kind of stress, so I'll just push that down. The word on high is to support a pedophile because he hasn't done that thing in a little while. That's okay, he hates the right people, I guess. I'll remember that. Jesus, he loves me and I'm doing right. I remember the way to the light. Ethics are tricky and morals are gray, so I'll support him as long as he's not gay. So it seems we now keep kids in cages. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's okay, I can rationalize this. That's okay because I've only slid in stages, and I've gotta commit or admit I'm wrong. And that's a bridge too far, cause I am for families going too apart. I am for children, though I can compart. I am for children, but ours are not yours. I have my dignity down on all fours. I am for country, but Russia's okay. I am for freedom and less black or gay. You can't confuse me, I have too much sense. I'm a good Christian, if you just ignore the evidence.